Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling Autocross, and today we're dealing with the 2016 Tesla Model S P90D. Now this has 692 horsepower, 927 pound-feet of torque from its electric motors and batteries, and it weighs 4,842 pounds. It's got all-wheel drive and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.390 seconds, 0 to 105.680 seconds, going over to a top speed of 164 miles an hour. So yeah, we've had plenty of saloon cars that are all-wheel drive on this series before. In fact, the Mercedes-Benz E and the Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge are two of our fastest cars. So yeah, this should hopefully do as well as those cars, but obviously this car is electric and it weighs a fair bit more than both of those cars. So yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to do, but it should hopefully do quick nonetheless. So let's see what it can do. Now obviously this isn't all that much power over what the car had originally. It's 160 horsepower more, but you know, it certainly wasn't meant to deal with that kind of power in this form. So yeah, hopefully it'll be able to do well. And like every other car that we've taken on the series, this is completely silent. So yeah, not going to be the most action-packed video ever that we've done on this series, but hopefully it will bring out a good result. Because with that those electric motors and those batteries, it has instant torque and really rather responsive in terms of delivering the power. So even though it might seem like we're kind of cheating with this, it's still an extreme amount of power for a car that weighs this much and wasn't supposed to have this amount of power to start with. So yeah, hopefully it will produce a good result. Might well put to shame a lot of the petrol cars that we've had on the series. So yeah, all this car's really going to make in terms of noise is tyre noise. That's a good first time that I've just realised. 55.355 seconds. I kind of screwed up this lap by hitting that wall by accident. But as you can see, in terms of how it's handling, it's really rather good. Obviously the weight is going to be a bit of an issue in terms of late braking, but apart from that, it's handling everything okay so far. Bit of oversteer there, because the power is instantaneous. You can always gain some speed really rather quickly. We should put more electric cars like this on the game. I'd certainly like the Tesla Roadster back, because even though that's nowhere near as powerful as these kind of cars that Tesla are bringing out recently, it's still, you know, one of the first properly sporty electric cars, and I've missed it. It's not been on a Forza game for a while now. Bit of obviously they're playing a little bit of a havoc, but got out of it eventually. So yeah, that's a solid time of 53.921 seconds. Can improve upon that, will be one of the quickest cars that we've ever had on this series. It's weird having a car going this fast and it's making barely any noise. Certainly no engine noise. It does play a little bit of havoc because it, you know, it messes with your head that you're going this quick, but there's no noise. Because normally you'd have the car making noises and getting to the rev limiter, etc., telling you that you're going that quick, but unless you actually look at the speedometer, you don't realise how quick you are going. It's really rather weird in that area. least it has the advantage of not having to change up in gears or change down. So no loss of speed in that area. Come on, let's improve. Yep, slight improvement there at 53.320 seconds, that making it our fastest lap of this episode, and that puts us into second place. It's ahead of the Audi TTS Coupé, which long reigned supreme at the top of this leaderboard, and then it was knocked off by the Ford Ranger, which this car is slower than, and it's the only car that is slower than, and it's also quicker than the Audi RS4 Avant, the Infiniti Q50, the Range Rover Sport SVR, Mercedes-Benz E63 AMG, Jeep Yankee Cherokee SRT, and the BMW XM, as well as every other car below it. But yeah, that is really, really impressive, especially considering how much it weighs. There's not that many cars that weigh more than this car that have gone on this series, and yeah, it's gone into second place. And yeah, it was, even though it couldn't beat that Ford Ranger, because obviously that had more power, far more acceleration in terms of just pure brute force in terms of having a combustion engine and its all-wheel drive off-road capabilities. This was still a cracking car, and despite the fact that it obviously isn't able to communicate as well as a petrol-powered car or a diesel-powered car, it's yeah, still putting a solid time, and handled everything pretty much alright, only a few oversteer issues here and there, and yeah, that's pretty much all that had problems with. Acceleration wise, it was pretty solid, and yeah, that all-wheel drive system really did help in terms of producing a solid time. So yeah, second place goes to an electric car, and the only thing that could beat it was a off-road racing vehicle. So yeah, fairly impressive. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.